So the band on our show took their last 2 EPs and smashed them together into a rock sandwich called Unicorn Stick. Smashed them together. They also toured with Guns N' Roses. Mannequin is here with us.
Hey, hey.
Thanks, y'all.
Very exciting stuff to have you here during Gladiator Week. So we've got a lot of your fans in the audience. I'm going to let them start asking all the questions to you. We've got a question right there on Brown Mike.
Hi.
I was just wondering, this past album was a compilation album. I was wondering in the future, what can we expect from you guys?
Ooh, in the future, maybe a record that's not 2 EPs together. We're actually writing, maybe that. We're writing that right now and recording it, so we're waiting for everyone else to play catch up for us. But yeah,
when you put these 2 EPs together, like, did you find that the first EP or the second EP was a lot different than the first EP?
Oh yeah, I mean, like the time and the difference between both of them and having a band and not having a band for sure helped.
What about now? Like, how is this one different from the sounds that we'll hear on this album?
Oh, okay. So there's the first EP, How to Kill, and then there's the second one, Slaughter Daughter. So the two are different immediately when you hear them, but they're both, a different time in our lives, but
absolutely
equally important.
Cool. And we have another question right there on Red Mic.
Hey.
I don't think my mic's on. Oh, it's on. Okay.
Hey. Nice.
I was going to ask actually a question relative to that, like sonic quality-wise. Did you know exactly what you were going for in terms of the second record comparatively? Because it sounds a lot more produced, it sounds a lot bigger. Like, what is that what you're going for? Or
you kind of said it all right there. Yeah. Sonically.
Sorry, I was trying to.
Sonically bigger and better, and you'd hope that once you've been doing this and been writing and recording, being in the studio, getting experience, you'd hope that you get better. It would kind of be really bad if we got worse. So it can only get better. So yeah, that's
we definitely wanted to sound bigger, heavier,
and to sound more like our live show.
More evil.
More evil.
Yeah.
You've got tracks on this album that were. I just lost my questions. We've got tracks on this album that are produced by Mastercraft, by Ian from Billy Talent. When you work with these kind of producers, does it matter what they sound like as musicians, or is it more just who they've produced?
It's sometimes neither. I don't know for you guys. I mean, we have to get along with them, and there has to be a mutual respect, musically, creatively.
Would you let someone produce your album who you didn't like as a musician?
As a musician or a person? No.
It's all about passion for music, And
and
we've always worked with people who are passionate about music.
Yeah,
so
like a sincere wanting.
Let's talk about passionate music, shall we? One of my favorite bands of all time, Guns N' Roses. You guys got to tour with them. Tell me you have an Axl Rose story.
We've got
too bad that
Tony's got the Axl Rose story.
Oh, all right.
I almost forgot that one.
Can you spill the beans on this GNR story?
Yeah, the short version is, Axl was not to be touched, looked at, or talked to.
Really?
Kind of thing, yeah.
It's kind of that unsaid rule, when he came in, they kind of clear the halls a bit. And what do you expect?
No one told us, but it's Axl. You should know that. Doesn't everybody know that?
One last question for you. Did he have the ugly braids when you toured with him?
He had the
They
braids.
got bigger, though. They're kind of more, when a guy has dreadlocks, I don't know if anyone has them, in a ponytail, and it's kind of short and cut off. That's cool.
Yeah, he was crazy looking.
Thing.
So he was walking by off the stage. I had a few drinks. All I did was
10.
A few
good show, man.
cranberries.
That's all I did. And minutes
orange
later,
juices.
the security had me against the wall.
No kidding.
By the neck, in the air.
What?
Yeah.
They tried to
He
suffocate
was like, you don't touch
Like, he's
Axl.
laughing, of course. He's like,
And I was kind
Oh my God.
of, because it was ridiculous, right?
All right, well, there you go. You heard it from the band themselves. They won't touch Axl, but they will be performing on our show at the end of our Gladiator Showdown. Stick around.
Absolutely.